know, as gardeners, we should be looking at our garden for all season color. So I'm with Patrick down at Garland Nursery, and he has some ideas about conifers. Well, you picked out a wonderful selection, so please tell us about them.
Yeah, conifers are the backbone of most landscapes in the winter. After all those deciduous plants have come and dropped their beautiful fall colors, what's left? It's got to be some of these plants at least. Some of my favorites are in this group right here. This is a Korean fir called Silver Show. There's a few other varieties that have this color. This one will get 15 feet tall, be half as wide, I think. There are some low growers that are the same color, even brighter, that'll be 3 feet tall, 5 feet wide. Really stunning in the winter months.
Beautiful.
Deodar cedar, this one's called Feeling Blue. So this one is going to be about 5 feet tall, 10 feet wide, very irregular, but it's quite a sculpture on its own. It doesn't need much pruning to be very unique, but it'll handle that hot spot, that sunny spot, and be drought tolerant for you in the landscape.
Beautiful.
Cascade over walls or anything like that.
That'd be nice.
Cryptomeria or Japanese cedar is a very versatile plant. They can handle lots of sun. They can handle pretty deep, not deep shade, but shade, and they're drought tolerant when they're established. They're pretty deer resistant, and this one right here is called Little Champion. It's going to be about 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide in 10 years. And then this companion is another Japanese cedar, and this one is called Elegans. There's also an Elegans compact variety that's a little bit smaller, but this one will grow to about 20 feet tall, 25 even. It's a beautiful texture.
Yeah, just so nice and soft. And
yeah, you just want to get your hands right in.
It is, you just want to pet it. And what's this small one down in the front?
So this one right here is a type of native hemlock. It's the western hemlock. The variety is called Iron Springs. These ones, I think they were pruned at a young age to kind of create a shrub, but naturally they're going to have a little more of a leader and they'll be upright in habit. I think this one will fill out to be about 12 feet tall and wide in probably 15 years, but it's smaller than the native western hemlock is. Nice. So it's good for smaller yards.
And then we have some beautiful ones over here.
Yeah, down here we have a couple of color changing conifers, which are really kind of showy in the wintertime, and they kind of surprise you too. So this is a Mugo pine, which is about as tough of a pine as you're going to find. It'll go from green in the summer to a vibrant yellow in the wintertime. And most of them have changed over to all yellow mid-November, I would say. You can see it's starting right now, but it'll really intensify a lot in the next month or more. Drought tolerant as can be, deer resistant, a great plant for any gardener. And another awesome color changing pine right here is the Chief Joseph shore pine, which will grow narrow in habit. It'll be about 10 feet tall, about 5 feet wide. No time soon. It grows about 6 to 8 inches in a season. So 15 years before you get that majestic specimen. But by October 31st, this thing is usually a yellow beacon in the landscape. It's really cool. Beautiful. Some of my other favorites, this is a type of Arizona cypress. There are upright varieties. This one is actually a weeping variety called Raywood's weeping. Most plants won't grow as fast as these Arizona cypresses do. 3 feet a season probably once they get in the ground, and drought tolerant as can be. Awesome bark as they mature. It gets really rugged and kind of comes off in plates. Last I have here is this beautiful new, it's actually a Thuya. It's a type of arborvitae, believe it or not. And it kind of looks like a Hinoki cypress for most people. They think, boy, what is that looking like? And it's actually a much tougher Hinoki cypress look-alike. This one will grow to be about 4 feet tall and 1 foot wide in, I think, about 10 years. So ultimately it will get a little bit taller, but very narrow, very sculptural, and it'll handle those more adverse soil conditions that the Hinoki cypress would not prefer as much. So well, really great choice. Something for everyone. Yes. Really across the board. So really you have to come over here down to Garland Nursery, see Patrick and the staff, and learn about conifers for winter interest for your garden. Thanks so much, Patrick. Thanks for having me. Take care.